deal? What's the deal? Let y'all fall up in here. Let y'all fall up in here real quick. Oh, what's on my hat? What's the deal? What's the deal? How y'all Friday going? Let y'all fall in here real quick. Let everybody get in here real quick. Let's talk about it. Rookie training camp. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. What's going on? What's going on? I see some lights coming in. Make sure y'all like that stream when y'all hop in here. Make sure y'all like that stream when you hop up in here. What's the deal? How y'all Friday going? Y'all checking? Y'all been checking out some of the highlights of the tape? I mean, the tape. Some of the highlights of the camp. People coming in. People coming in. What's the deal? What's the deal? Let some of y'all come up in through here a little bit longer. Let some more people coming through here. We can get started. Get started real quick. What do we expect at this team? Make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all coming through here, make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. Come on now. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all hitting it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all doing that. Make sure y'all liking the stream. Make sure y'all liking the content. Maybe y'all really liking the content. At work again, man, get it. Get your paper. Get your paper. You at work again, make sure you get your paper, bro. Get your paper. But I appreciate you tuning in while you at work. Appreciate don't get in trouble though. Don't get in trouble on my account. Don't get in trouble on my account. Make sure you doing your thing, man. Make sure you get your paper up, and make sure y'all hitting that like button. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that hoe. Now, like I said, the Houston Texans, to me, feel like they won the later team started their rookie training camp. They started their rookie camp today. So we everything's official. I know both Wise and Ray Ray. Shout out to my boys Wise and Ray Ray. They officially happy because Stingley walked out there, so it's official. Stingley is a Houston Texan. For everybody waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, you had people talking about, he really don't want to be a Texan, bro. Like I got confirmed, man. Ain't nobody worried about all that. Ain't nobody worried about that, man. That Deshaun Watson stuff. Let that still go over there, man. Like that man got drafted by a Texan. That man happy to be in the NFL. He happy to be a Houston Texan. He rocking the 24. It's all official. The 24 jersey is about to get copped. I'm about to get it. I'm about to cop it. I can't wait. Y'all gonna cop it? I know I am. I'm about to get the Liberty White because I'm going to their first opening game. Opening Sunday. Houston Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan, Darius Stingley Jr., Jalen Petrie, even Davis Mills. I can't wait to. I can't wait till this happens. I can't wait till this game. I'm definitely going. I'm definitely gonna be up there. So make sure y'all follow your boy. Make sure y'all come in. You can see Judy. Judy didn't get cut. He got cut for real. Did Jerry Judy really get cut? I know he got arrested. Did Jerry Judy really get cut? I have not seen the information. I've not seen that. I have not seen it. I don't even know what he got in trouble for. Like what did he get arrested for? I don't even know why he got arrested. I don't even know what was the cause of him getting arrested. Was he drunk drive? I don't know what it is. I don't know. But if the Broncos actually cut Jerry Judy, the Texans definitely need to pick him up. Like, come on now, that's absurd. Stingley, the white jersey going to sell. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Darius Smith jersey gonna sell fast. Anyway, in general, I think they definitely gonna sell them. They definitely gonna sell them jerseys like that. I mean, they haven't been really able to sell jerseys last 2 seasons. Like maybe in 2020 they was able to still sell number 4 jerseys. I mean, they probably were, but people been down on the team since then. Like people was down on the team back then after the Hopkins trade. So I think it's going to be hard for them. I think it was hard for them to sell jerseys the last 2 years. I think now this is going to be way easier to sell jerseys. No, he didn't get cut. Yeah, I ain't think he got. I ain't think he got cut. I mean, when I seen the Judy got cut, I'm like, hold on, man. It was a misdemeanor charge. What was the charge? It was a misdemeanor, but what was it? What kind of misdemeanor? Like I said, I know that he got picked up. That he was arrested. Don't know what the cause of anything was. Don't know nothing about nothing. I just know only thing I know that he was arrested. That's the only thing I did know. I didn't know what would happen. Stingley signed. That's actually one thing I want to talk about. Yeah, Stingley got a fully guaranteed contract. I was wondering. I ain't gonna lie, and I was saying this to myself every time I got the notification about Houston, one of the draft picks signing. I'm like, it's official. They signed. I was sitting like really? I thought they had a rookie, like a rookie scale. Not rookie scale, but rookie salary cap. That I mean, you can't get no more than 4 years, and you can only make such amount of money. You can only make a certain amount of money. It's not like when we drafted Derek Carr back in 2000. David Carr back in 2002. You had to actually negotiate the contract. Same thing with Mario Williams because back in '05. '06. Yeah, back in '06, the Texans actually were going to take they were going to take Reggie Bush. That's actually who they were going to take. They were going to take Reggie Bush, but they couldn't come up with a contract. They couldn't agree on contract terms. That's the only reason. That's the reason why Reggie Bush was not Houston Texans and ended up drafting Mario because they couldn't agree with contract terms with him, but they were able to agree with contract terms with Mario. So those days are gone when you actually negotiating. Who was that? Phillip Rivers held out. Uh, that's the reason why Drew Brees actually became Drew Brees because the Chargers drafted Eli, traded Eli to the Giants, and got the rights to Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers held out training camp because of contract negotiation. They let Drew Brees continue to start, and then he came out in that year. I think he made his first Pro Bowl, and the Chargers went to the playoffs. Then I think they might went to the playoffs the following year. Then the other year that he got hurt, then that's when he ended up going to New Orleans, and the rest is history. Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees' careers go their separate ways. But those days are gone. I say all that to say this: those days are gone of you trying to negotiate contracts. So I'm seeing them like I mean it's sure I really will they negotiate it, and then I see Derek Stingley, and he got his contract 4 years like everybody else, but it's fully guaranteed. I'm like, okay, now it kind of makes sense why they negotiated. You negotiate the ins and the outs of the base salaries and things like that. Not really the actual contract itself. It's not just, oh, you signed for X amount of millions of dollars over a 4 year span. You already know what that is. But now you negotiating the language that goes on in the contract. So it makes sense. But you got a fully guaranteed contract. Hey, I see more people hopping up in here, but the likes still staying the same. Y'all gotta hit that like button, bro. Like, come on, man. Make sure you hit that like button. Y'all say y'all fool with me. Y'all say y'all like the content. Make sure y'all liking the channel, man. Make sure y'all liking the videos. Like the stream, baby. Just like the stream. I need you to like the stream. So y'all talking about he was charged with second degree criminal charge, tampering. Domestic violence. Never mind. He will not be a Laxon. Nah, they not gonna do that. Wow. Okay, dang, Jared Judy, dang, Judy, dang. Oh well, I mean, actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he did end up getting cut after seeing that. The NFL them be playing with that. I don't think the NFL themselves really care. Like to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the NFL itself really cares, but they don't want that look. Like that's what it is. They don't want the look that it has. That's what they don't want. They don't want that look, man. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's really not a good look, Judy. It's really not a good. Then I mean, it's just really not a good look, especially with the whole default situation going on. That's really not a good look. I hope it's not true. Hope it's not true, but I think it was his chop. So it's his baby mama. Man, it's so like kind of like a Tyreek Hill situation. This is man. I'm be honest with y'all, bro. Like I'm about to give y'all some real spill, man. Like it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. When you in a position when you able to make millions of dollars, man, some of that stuff is really not just like the whole thing. With I think like was it a young thug like getting charged with racketeering charges? Like, man, when you worth X amount of dollars, it's not worth that, bruh. Like all that other extra stuff that y'all do all off the field and if I'm worth that type of money, or have a legitimate obtaining of getting, it's not just pipe dreaming. Oh, I'm already in the league. I'm able to get some money, man. If I'm able to do that, I'm not about to waste my. I'm not about to put any of that at jeopardy. I don't care how mad I get. Man, remove myself from the situation. Like if she over there tripping, man, okay, cool, man. I'm walking away. I don't care. Hey, I'm calling somebody to come. Hey, man, come get her away from me. Or I'm getting in the whip and I'm driving. I'm not about to jeopardize my career, my livelihood, my financial stability over no over nothing, over nothing as trivial as that. Now it's different if you're trying to protect somebody, like somebody doing, you trying to protect somebody, but you just no nah, man, I'm not about to jeopardize none of that over nothing, no over no woman, not over nobody from the hood tripping, hating. I'm not about to jeopardize nothing. Y'all can't miss me with all that. Oh, you ain't keeping it real, you ain't in the hood no more. Forget that. Know what? You're damn skippy. I'm not in the hood no more. You're right. I'm in the NFL. I'm not in the hood no more. I don't live by hood rules no more. You exactly right. You exactly right. I'm not, because well, at the end of the day, when you jeopardize your stuff and you end up losing, them the same people gonna be sitting around looking and say, "Oh, dumb dude, he was all in the NFL, and now look at him, he on the streets with us." That's just so stupid. You can't make that make sense. Make that make sense. I'm not about to jeopardize none. I'm not about to jeopardize my livelihood over that. I'm just when I hear stuff like that, it makes me mad. If it's true, if it's not true. Either way it go, it makes me mad. Definitely if it's not true because she lying. But if it is true, if you did do it, you gotta be the stupid. You gotta be stupid. I feel the same way about foe. That was just stupid. I don't care what happened. Putting yourself in that position, you being incredibly stupid. Now it worked out for him. He ended up getting the $230 million, but that's not gonna happen all the time. And who knows? Cause we still don't know how much he's gonna have to pay out on the back end. But that's a conversation for another day. But that's just my little quick spiel with that. That's just asinine. That's just stupid. I hate to hear shit. I hate to hear stuff like that. I just really do. I really do, man. If she tripping. But 4-2 on Petrie don't. You know what? It's because of his safety. You're right though. 4-2 really don't look bad. Like it really don't look too bad. But I don't know. I heard an interview from him. I don't know how married he gonna be to that 4-2. To be honest with you, I don't know how married he gonna be to that 4-2. Big fact, bro. Yeah, yeah. I'm not getting to it. Yeah, I'm not doing that with no female, man. I ain't about to lose. I'm about to jeopardize that, bro. Texas still when Sean played, the Texans carried that towards the Sean. Hey, Chris, ain't you a Colts fan? We gonna see you week one. We gonna see you week one. Okay, I think you done told me this before that you a Colts fan. We gonna see you week one, man. Yeah, we know the Texans don't got nobody relevant on the team, but now they do because they got Derek Stingley. We know now they actually have somebody relevant. They got Stingley. I think Petrie could be somebody who's gonna be relevant. I mean, you still got Brandon Cooks. I'm a big fan of John Meach. I think he's gonna be uh I'm not gonna say a star like a superstar, but I definitely think he's gonna be a fan favorite. And I just dropped the video about Damian Pierce. Make sure after the stream, make sure if y'all haven't go check that out, make sure y'all go check that out about what I think he can contribute to this offense because I do think he has something that he can contribute to this offense. So make sure y'all check that out if y'all haven't, but check it out after the stream if you haven't checked it out already. Preacher had some swag to that 4-2. Yeah, like I say, like the 4-2 actually doesn't from on the little practice jersey. It don't look too bad. Like it looks cool. Got to see it in the game first. I want to see it in the actual preseason game. But he kind of like alluded to. Like I said, he said, "I ain't really worried about my number. I'm really just worried about the plays." That's what he said after. That's what he said after. Uh, um, after after the practice, after they first day of practice. But I definitely think that he's going to be what's good, bro. I definitely think that he's going to change his number. I don't think he's gonna stay at 42. I think when some of them 20s come available, like 20, 21, 22, possibly 23, who knows? And then 24, 25 not coming. Maybe 26, 27. Like when some of the 20s and them 30s start popping up and being available, I wouldn't be surprised if he changed his number. Same thing with the single digits. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big Nah, Wichita got one. Trayvon Smith. I think that Trayvon Smith got one. That's how Stingley was able to get 22. So one not available. I'm be honest with y'all. I'm not a huge fan of the single digits. I do not like the. I do not like the single digits. I really don't. I don't like the single digits. I don't like the single digits unless they're a quarterback. It just looks weird to see receivers and DBs and running backs wearing single digit numbers. Especially, it just looks weird to me. Like just me, it just look weird to me. I guess maybe I'm like the old man and like they like it to be the same. I'm cool with the team. I actually prefer the team numbers when it comes to receivers. So I prefer. Like I said, I don't really like I don't I want Michi John Michi wear 88. So I know 11. Mills got 10. The punter got 11. Nico got 12. Brandon Cooks got 13. I don't know who got 14. If 14, I don't know if 14 is available, but whoever got 14, I know Chris Moore got 15. I think Chris Moore gonna end up getting cut. Don't know who got 16. Can't I don't know who got 17. I know Chris Conley got 18. Wouldn't be surprised if Chris Conley gets cut. Then don't know who has 19. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those guys, especially if John Michie actually started producing. So I'm just not a big fan. But beyond the speaker numbers, when I seen him in 88, again, it's just the practice jersey. The 88 didn't look too bad on him. I think it's gonna look weird because I seen the edited version of him, like in the actual game jersey. The 88 doesn't look right. It looks like it's too big for him. But like I said, on the practice jersey, the 88 didn't look bad at all. But hey, who knows? We'll see we'll see when joint practices come and possibly preseason games and stuff like that, how the jersey actually looks. But like I said, I wouldn't be too married to some of these numbers just yet. The only person jersey I would tell you to go get from a rookie would be Derek Stingley, because I don't think Derek Stingley is leaving 24. You want Stingley to wear 7. He wasn't going to wear 7. That's why he wasn't going to wear 7. Like I told Wise, and Wise agreed when it said 7 means something to LSU. His number is 24. He only wore 7 because LSU that 7 is a status when it comes to LSU. If you wear if you wear number 7 at LSU, that means something. So because so if you wear number 7 at LSU, that means something. They only give that to the elite players. And like I told you, what Honey Badger said, that Derek Stingley is going, when you talk about DBU, Derek Stingley is going to be the best of all of us. That's what he says. He says that Derek Stingley is going to be the best of all of us. So he was awarded that number 7. Yeah, hey, like I said, 24 tattooed on him. Yeah, he got 24 tattooed on him. 24 is his actual number. That's the number that he prefers to wear. Now, I think if 24 was taken and 7 was available, he would have took 7. But his number is 24. Like that's the number that he rock with. What's good, Broderick? You make sure you get that rib truck ready. Philip says until he wears number 2. Cause no, he wears 4. I'm sorry, he wore 2 last year. Philip said was 4 because Marlon Mack wears 2. Marlon Mack wears 2 because one is Terrence Mitchell, or Trayvon Smith is 1. 2 is Marlon Mack. 3 is Allen, Kyle Allen. 4 is Philip Dorsett. I don't know who 5 is. I don't know who 5 and 6 are. 7 is Kylie Fairbairn. 8 is Terrence Brooks. 9 is who's 9 is tight end. Brevin Jordan is 9. That's 9. I just seen so many edits with Stingley and 7. It looked amazing. It also, I see a lot of highlights with Stingley and 7. But no, 24 is his number. That was the better number. I've been so excited to see. Yeah, I feel you. This is the most excited I've been to see the preseason since 17. I know I keep harping back on that. Like I said, this is like post draft. This is the best I felt post draft since that draft, because obviously because who we drafted in the draft. Because in 18 draft, I mean, you drafted Justin Reed. That was your first pick. Was Justin Reed in the third round. Then you drafted your two tight ends, um the Jordans, Jordan Thomas and Jordan Akins. You draft them, and that was really it. I mean, you drafted Martinez Rankin. I can't really think of nobody else in that 18 draft. 19, you draft 19, you draft Titus Howard. You draft Lonnie Johnson. You draft Max Sharp. Then you draft Kyler Warren. Those are your first couple picks. I can't think who else in the draft. Uh, then 2020, you draft Blacklock, Jonathan Grenard. I was happy. I wanted to see Jonathan Grenard, but you just really wasn't hyped about that draft. Uh, then last year, Davis Mills and Nico. I wanted to see Nico, but it really wasn't just. Oh, and Brevin Jordan. I wanted to see Nico. I wanted to see Brevin, but really just wanted excitement going into that. It was definitely excitement going into 17. Like I said, 17 is last. 17 going after the draft, then going to the preseason. 17 is the most I've been to watch the draft. I mean to watch the to watch the draft, but most excited I've been to watch the preseason. So I definitely want to see that. Hey, speaking of seeing stuff, I see more people falling up in here, but y'all not hitting the like button, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. If y'all liking the content, y'all say y'all liking the content. Y'all say y'all, hey Spitz, man, when you gonna start doing live videos? Yeah, people been asking me that all the time. I'm doing the live videos now. The live videos are here. I need the likes to go up, man. Go ahead. I see 32 likes. Only, I mean, 33 people now. 33 people. Only 20 likes. I'm missing 13 likes. So come on, man. I mean, hey, if y'all say y'all want the content, y'all say y'all appreciate the content. Well, let me show your boys some love. Hey, hit them like buttons. Also hit them super chats as well. I mean, like you want me to bring more videos? Man, hit the super chat. That help me bring more videos. So hey, hit the like, hit the super chat if you know so kind. Hey, it's Friday. Let's get this content going. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. Let's see what y'all talking about. We should get we should get a Casario jersey vest. Conley won't get cut. Yeah, more likely Conley won't get cut. I wouldn't be surprised if Conley gets cut. I think Chris Moore gonna get cut, but I wouldn't be surprised if Conley gets cut. It wouldn't surprise me because he's really not a valuable receiver, to be honest with you. No, he's not valuable, especially now that you draft a receiver. Now that you draft, he was more valuable last year when you ain't draft. No, I mean you drafted Nico, but now you have Nico and then you got Mitchell. Remember, like I told y'all, Brandon Cooks led the team in receiving yards with 95, 94 receiving yards. Second on the list, second was Nico at like 32. Nico was second with 32. That's not a lot. I mean, that's a huge discrepancy. Talk about 95 to like 32. That's over 60 catches. Just the discrepancy alone would have been a high. Just the discrepancy alone, if just somebody would just took the discrepancy part and had those as catches, would have been second in catches and still over 30 catches more. So you just really wasn't getting a lot offensively from the receiver position. You definitely need to fix that receiver position. You definitely need some type of playmakers. Now, that's why I know a lot of people had this mod to get Chris Olave, and I do believe if the Saints don't jump up to get Chris Olave, I do believe that the Texans don't move back with Philadelphia. Yeah, Philadelphia don't move back with Philadelphia. I think they stay at 13 and draft Chris Olave if Chris Olave was there. But Chris Olave, the Saints leaped over the Texans and drafted Chris Olave 11th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was 11th. So you had Chris Olave go over there. Okay, well, we'll just trade back and pick up some extra draft capital. We ain't gotta we're not gonna reach for Chris Olave. I mean, obviously Chris Olave is the boy, so we'll just move back. So because of that, hey, what they did was they allowed They didn't fix the receiver position in the first round. They waited to the second round. They jumped up to get Michi. And I think your 1, 2, and 3 receivers going forward is going to be Michi, Brandon Cooks, and Nico. Chris Moore and and Conley are the odd man out. Now that's 5 receivers. Now you do carry 5 to 6 receivers on the team. I understand that. Don't be surprised if some of these undrafted free agents or no, you also got Philip Dorsett as well. And I think Philip Dorsett brings more to the table than Chris Conley and Chris Moore. I think he's contributed more at Indianapolis and in New England than they did. So than they did at Kansas City. I mean, I think Chris Moore's best thing he brought to the table the most was his stink in Kansas City with the Chiefs. So that's his most that he's ever done. So I think we've seen these guys contribute a little bit more. I think we see why Philip Dorsett rather contributed a little bit more with the Patriots and with the Colts, and I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the team. But again, I think obviously one of those three more than likely is going to get cut, and I think two of them would be. I don't think I don't think that I just said his name. Conley will get cut. It won't surprise me if he gets cut. It won't surprise me if he gets cut. What would you like the Texans to get new uniforms? I'm trying to get a consider. You trying to get considered? I'm be honest with y'all. I actually like Texas uniforms. I do. I actually do. My only thing that I want them to do is I want them to make the deep steel like the deep steel jerseys like when they wear the blue pants. I want that to be like they main home jerseys. Uh, and I know this year we're supposed to be. I think either this year or next year we're able to wear the white helmets. Wear the white helmets when they wear the red jerseys. Uh, cause Oh, that actually that's my other thing. When we wear the battle red jerseys, wear the blue pants. Like if we gonna wear the white helmets, okay, then you can keep the white pants. But if you gonna wear the blue helmets with them red jerseys, wear them blue pants like they did with the Brock Osweiler year. Like when Brock Osweiler gets benched for Tom Savage against Jacksonville, they wore blue helmet, blue red jersey, blue pants. Do that. Or I know we get to wear the white helmets either this year or next year. White helmets, blue jersey, white pants, and I think also we'll be able to wear a red helmet. So hey, red, red jersey, and then red pants like that. I'm cool with that, but changing it because every time I see jersey edits, they always don't look good to me. They never look good to me. The only two that look good was the one that had the Texas flag right here. That was cool. And then I seen one that got like some bull horns like right here. Those was cool. Other than that, I think I got those on my I think I got those on my what you call it if I'm not mistaken. I think I got those on my in my memory bank if I'm not mistaken. The ones with the bull horns on them. I gotta find them real quick, but I really like those. Those on there. Hey, appreciate you, project man. Hey, appreciate the super chat, love, man. Appreciate that, project man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Battle red, battle red, jersey vest already. Chris Moore was sneaky good. Uh, it looked that way in a bad offense. It looked that way. It looked that way in the bad. Hey, appreciate the super chat. Hey, appreciate the super chat, love, Chris. Appreciate that, bro. Your Texans fans are so critical. You know for a fact, y'all look away as long as Watson played the best QB in the field. Colts gonna win because I don't know if you was in the chat when I predicted the game. I actually got y'all beating. I got y'all beating us twice. I got y'all winning the season opening, and obviously winning the beating us in the season. Because actually, I think the Colts are gonna win the division. I think the Titans are gonna fall off. I don't think the Texans are obviously the Texans not ready. I don't think Jacksonville is ready. So I think the Colts are gonna win the division. So appreciate the super chat love though. But obviously, I definitely think that the Texans uh were going to lose both games against the Colts. Actually, I do think that, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't think they'll. I don't think. Do I think the Texas fans would? I think a lot of Texas. I think if Deshaun would have never forced his way out and those allegations and everything would have came out, do I think people will still be getting on him? Absolutely. I definitely do. I think people still be making fun. It wouldn't be to the degree that it is now. But I definitely think it would be some Texas fans that would be off the Deshaun Watson train and things like that, even if he was and hit throwing touchdowns, because you got people who feel the way they feel about off the field issues. Me personally, I not to say I don't care, because I don't want nobody doing nothing criminal. My thing is I don't want you doing nothing stupid. And I don't understand how you allow yourself to be. Some things I get are unavoidable, but it's certain situations it's certain situations that you shouldn't allow yourself in. Like, you know that you were worth a whole bunch of money. There's no way that you should have these women come into your house and you go without no type of protection just because women can say. Not women, people in general can say anything, especially you a guy worth all this money, an athlete. These are women, and they say you did this. 9 times that public opinion, they're gonna believe them regardless. So you should be like, oh, she a lie. I got the video footage right here. I didn't do nothing. Then, if that was the case, even to how people, because there's always gonna be a group of people that I say, oh no, he did it. If the video ever come out, like if he as soon as that first one came out, like, hey, she lying. I got the video right here and posted, and you see it. Oh, never mind, she lied. Because you can't dispute that. Now, granted, could it still be 1 or 2 or 3, 4 people somewhere like, nah, he edited the video? It could be. It could be. But those will be very, very, very small. Because there's always people out there that don't like you. No matter how good you are, no matter what you do, people always going out there that don't like you. But just don't put yourself in those type of stupid situations. Don't make no sense to me. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. You should not be allowing yourself to be put in that situation. Okay, here it is right here. These are the jerseys I was talking about with the bull horns. If y'all see that, like the white helmets, all blue, I like those. I know what number it is. Excuse the number. That's a better look at it. I like those. I like those. I like the white. I like the white too. I like the white. I like the white jerseys. Those are clean, especially with the white helmets. I know some people say they don't like the white helmets. I actually like the white helmets. Especially look at that all white. Look at opening day. If that was opening day, look at that. Come on, man, y'all. That's icy. Y'all know that's icy. Y'all know that, man. Y'all being real fugazi if y'all say that ain't icy. Y'all know that's icy. Y'all know for a fact that's icy. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Y'all know that's icy right there. Y'all know it is. Look at that red too. That red with the white helmet in the white pants. That's clean. I likes that. I likes that. Yeah, I like that. Those are probably my favorite edits. Like I said, it's ones that the Texan jersey are the exact same. They're just on the shoulder pads got the Texas flag. Those was cool. But other than that, every time I see edited jerseys for the Texans, they always look trash. Like they always look bad. Like I said, because the one with the Texas flag is really just somebody just threw the Texas flag on the jersey. I actually think I seen somebody actually with that actual jersey on before. But that right there, from an edit, from an alternative jersey standpoint, that's clean. I would take those. But like I said, I actually like how the jerseys look right now. To be honest with you, don't forget. Oh yeah, we sure did pick up Hamilton. I don't think he's gonna be a real big contributor, but I forgot about that we picked up Hamilton. Who got 23? You know who got 23. He a proud card carrying member. He's a proud card carrying member. He's a hot blood garbage card carrying member. Yes, he is. Y'all already know who that is. Eric Murray. Wait, we getting the white helmets back? Yeah, like that's been confirmed. The white and the red helmets. 'Cause actually, I think I seen a picture of the red helmets, but that's been confirmed that we're gonna be wearing that we've been approved to wear those helmets. And actually, that's been confirmed from what's his name, Drew Downey, from the Texans website. The Texans are not. It's like this was like maybe like 2 years ago. The Texans are not going to change their jerseys, but when they allow them to wear the helmets, that they will break out those helmets. So I don't know if it's this year or next year. I don't know when it is. And the schedule just came out yesterday. I know the jersey schedule will come. Back in the day, the jersey schedule will come out like before the season start. Before we had got Bill O'Brien. Then once we got Bill O'Brien, like they stopped letting us know what the jerseys was ahead of time. Like it would be like you'll find out like the week of, because Bill O'Brien did all this stupid stuff. But like Jackie's to be still here, Nick Casario's here. They still come from that Patriots mind frame. So who knows if they still do it like that? But the Texans' social media and media representation has been completely different. I mean, you had Bun B and Paul Wall break down the schedule. You had Slim Thug. They out there tweeting out Slim Thug. Welcome to Houston. Talking about the rookies. Somebody's been allowing the media. Somebody's been allowing the media to take charge a little bit, like, and they're doing a little bit, like having a little bit Houston undertones to it. I appreciate that. I like that. Because it feels like Houston, like that. It feels like Houston. You have some Houston love into it, so I like that. That's good. That's good right there. I like that. Keep doing that. Keep giving us that Houston love. We need that because that's what it is. That you represent the city. You got the city on your chest. You're wearing Houston on your chest, and do it for the H. And I think that's the Astros thing. But you got H Town, hold it down. All people throwing up the H, but you're not representing the. You're not representing the H. You're not. You're not representing the H, so make sure that you start representing the H. If you represent the H a little bit more, okay, let's represent the H a little bit more. If you represent the H, then I think that it's just. I think if you represent the H, the fans embrace it more. I'll go back to the Roughnecks. The Roughnecks was here for a hot cup of coffee. A quick hot cup of coffee. But they embodied what Houston was. They represented the H and held it down, and that's why people was going to the games. That's why the stadium was packed. Now, granted, they were the best XFL team playing right now. You just coming off of the 24-0 loss to the you just lost the losing. I mean, not 24-0 loss, but losing the 24-0 lead to the Chiefs. You're just coming off of that, and you just come off that, so you got a sour taste in your mouth, and now you get Tim come out there, and you got what's his name, PJ? I forgot what his name was. PJ Hamilton. What was his name? You had the quarterback and the receiver. They out there throwing bombs to each other. I mean, the defense was holding it down. Offense was putting up points. I mean, it was good. It was a good product on the field, but they were also embodying Houston. I mean, you got the person who's calling the games, the official DJ for the Roughnecks. The official DJ for the Roughnecks is Kiati from 97.9. They playing a whole, but I know they was playing over in U of A Stadium. We all know that's the third ward. They out there doing a lot of Houston type of things that were embodying the city of Houston and the culture of Houston. So it was easy for the fans to support it because it's a product that they recognize. It's a winning product, and they doing things that's representing the city of Houston. Even brought back former Texan players who used to listen to, it used to be like Charles James. Yeah, Charles James played for the Texans. Used to tweet out a whole bunch of Houston rapper lyrics and things like that. People were involved. You bringing out Kiki, you bringing out Slim Thug to the games. They performing at half times. They doing the whole. They embodying the city of Houston. So okay, you doing that. It's easy for the fans to support it, to get behind it. It's something that we recognize. Astros, same thing. Rockets, same thing. Though now, granted, Astros have a championship. Rockets have have championships. Been in the city for a long time. So people grew up Astro fans and grew up Rocket fans. Now people are starting to grow up Texan fans, and but the Roughnecks. But I say that about the Roughnecks because, like I said, they were here for a hot cup of coffee and already understood. Let's embody this. The Texans themselves is not. A lot of Texan people who own the Texans, people who run the organization, people who work in the organization like front offices, they out of towners. They don't know what it's like to be Houstonians. They don't know what it's like to be Texans. From your name of your franchise is the Texans, with not many Texans in the franchise. Now things have changed a little bit lately. You have Lovie Smith, who's from Texas. They draft a lot of local kids, either from the state of Texas or play or play in close areas like Baton Rouge and stuff like that, like Derek Stingley played in the SEC. So you got a lot of Southern talent in the mix now. Now I know before not Lovie Smith, but Gary Kubiak from Houston, Wade Phillips grew up in Houston, went to U of H and stuff like that. I understand like they had Houston ties back then, and that's granted the best era of Texas football was the Gary Kubiak Wade Phillips era. I don't care what you say about Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson might be, from a talent standpoint, the best quarterback to play. Might have the franchise record for the most yards and most touchdowns in the season. Granted, like I said, best talent that's ever played for the quarterback position for the Houston Texans. Understand that, but the best era of Texans football is that Gary Kubiak era, homegrown talent. Let's get back to that. I think the Texans are starting to do that, and it's starting to show with the representation. It's cool. Colts still gonna lose to the Jags. I wouldn't be surprised. Should Jalen get 23 if Aaron Murray finally gets cut? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He definitely should. He definitely should. Who's worse? Worse. Hargraves. Hargraves is the initial. Yeah, he's the first ever hot butter garbage. What's up? What's up with it? What's up with it, man? What's good? What it do? What's up, Smokey? What's good, man? What's up? Hot butter garbage, trash already. Oh, Chris, man. Hey, say, man. Appreciate the super chat, man. Once again, bro. Appreciate the super chat love, man. If you had to pick three positions to focus on the Texans, a Super Bowl contender, what would you choose? Yeah, superstars. I mean, the Texans would definitely have to fix the quarterback position to make it to a Super Bowl. That's one. I think they have their corner. So it would be three positions: quarterback, receiver, and running back. Edge rusher. No, I'll take that back. Edge rusher. And the thing is, you've had all three, just not at the same time. If you pick and choose players, if we were able to take, realistically, if you were able to take players from Texan eras and place them, the Texans would win the Super Bowl. Might actually don't have to do all that. I mean, really, if you just take Deshaun Watson, you plug Deshaun Watson on 2011 and 2012, the Texans win Super Bowl. With Arian Foster, Andre Johnson, that offensive line, Owen Daniels as a tight end, Jonathan Joseph was playing the best football of his career. Especially, I mean, you had in 2011, before Mario gets hurt, you got D'Amico Ryans as a linebacker, you got Brian Cushion, you got JJ, you got Con Baldwin, you had Sean Cody, you got Antonio Smith, Glover Quinn as a safety. Like I say, Jonathan Joseph, Kareem Jackson, your corners. Ben Taylor's your backup running back. Had Joel Dreesen and Garrett Graham as your backup as your three tight ends is is um is Owen Daniels, Joel Dreesen, and Gary Graham. Yeah. So you just plug but that I know that's not what you asked me. But yeah, back to what you were saying, you fix the quarterback and the receiver and probably the edge rusher, and that will put the Texans on board. Like I mean, you already have I feel like you have the corner and potentially have the superstar tight end. I mean, yeah, the superstar corner, potential superstar, or at least a high level safety in Petrie. I'm gonna get hot. I'm gonna get the shirt. Hashtag. You gonna get a shirt hat? Don't worry, man. It's coming. PJ Walker, that's his name. PJ Walker, appreciate that. PJ Walker, that's his name. I sure appreciate that. I knew it was a P and a J in it. I knew it was a P and a J in it. And I see it back to back. Plot twist. Nick is in control of social media. Ah, if Nick Casario is in control of the social media or has anything to do with the way they're doing it, and especially like that Slim Thug tweet, I think that one I actually really think that Nick Casario has something to do with this Slim Thug tweet. I really do. It's something about that. It was something about it, like the tweet and then the video they had with it, the hype video after they hyped up all the draft picks. Like I definitely think that Nick Casario has something to do with that. I don't know. For some reason, it just screams Nick Casario to me. For some reason, it just does. So I definitely think Nick Casario has something to do with that. But yeah, well, yeah, it would be funny if Nick Casalio's behind it all, like that. And if he is, like I say, no, I've already said this when it comes to the draft picks. I tolerate no Nick Casario slanders, no Nick Casario slanders, none. Man, I mean, I was too. I mean, like these last 2 years been a drag. Like I never like not followed the Texans, like unfollowed them or nothing like that. But I didn't like any of from from when Deshaun Watson they had the post of Deshaun Watson winning no I no having like the pat like the leading the league in passing and breaking the record for the most passing yards and passing touchdowns. I like that post. I didn't like another Texan post until the hiring of Lovie Smith. So I went all last year not liking the post. Not saying that I'm not gonna like none of their posts. It's because that's how I felt. I didn't I was disgusted and displeased with everything that went on. And like I say, he had something to do with that. Foe had something to do with that as well. But I was just everything was a joke to me. Like everything was are you serious? Like you really hiring David Culley? Like you really drafting Davis Mills? Like you really doing this? You really bringing in Rex Burkhead? It just felt like that. And then when they piled Lovie Smith, I'm like, okay, the tide is turning. And then ever since then, they actually do things that I genuinely like, and I feel like I'm a Texan fan again. I feel like I am a Texan fan again. I feel like last year I was like on a high, like not only just on the hiatus, like I feel like I wasn't a Texan fan anymore. I actually feel like a Texan fan again, and it feels good. Do I think that the Texans going to the playoffs? Absolutely not. I don't think that at all. But yeah, I could be I could be genuinely happy. Like last year, the only time I was legitimately happy when it came to the Texans was opening day when we beat Jacksonville. I went to the game. I actually picked the Texans and beat Jacksonville. I like that game. Like every interception, every sack, I was tuned into that game. And then the rest of the season, win, lose, or draw, was you didn't have a good feeling. Like seriously, like seriously. Did you really have a good feeling at the end of the Texans wins last year? Serious question. And it's not, and I'm not even talking about you were tanking for the draft or nothing like that. Just did you really feel good about any of the Texans win? Maybe the Chargers win. Maybe the Chargers win because it was the day after Christmas. Like it was like a surprise. But did you really feel legitimately good after the Texans wins last year? I really did. Even the Titans game when you get all them turnovers, did you really legitimately feel good? I really didn't. But like this year, I feel good. I feel good about hires. I feel good about signings. I feel good about draft picks. And I legitimately feel good. I feel good about a lot of the stuff they say too now. If we only get new helmets, I'll be fine. Cause yeah, I agree. I know a lot of people be wanting to change the uniforms or like I say, my only two critiques when it comes to the uniforms, I prefer the deep steel blue, like the all blue would be the primary jerseys, and that would be the primary jerseys because we haven't worn those I think since the playoff game against Buffalo, and when you wear the red jerseys, either wear a white helmet or you wear blue pants. Those are my only real critiques. And that the color rush jerseys keep them on primetime games because yeah, we wore the color rush jerseys against the Chargers. They don't look right in the daytime. They really don't. I know they did a couple times with Deshaun Watson, and it didn't look right then either. Like, wear them color rush jerseys when it's a prime time home game at night, because they look different when it's a darker tone game. When it's a darker tone game, because if you playing it at noon in the sun, it just don't look right. It really don't. It look cheap. It look cheap that way for some reason. Just like the way it come off the TV, it look cheap. So only play them jerseys on prime time games. Don't play them during a regular game. Petrie might outshine Stingley this year. I don't think so. I don't think so. QB fix everything. Exactly. I agree. QB does fix everything. I think once you change the QB, if you once you get the right QB in place, everything else starts finding its own way. Once you get a QB, everything finds a way. I see people falling in. Make sure y'all hitting that like button as well. Look at the Bengals got ahead. Yeah, Bengals were the worst team in the draft, number one overall. Draft a quarterback 2 years later, they in the Super Bowl. Now, granted, they did go out there and get Jamar Chase. They also did go out there and get T. Higgins. Like they already had Joe Mixon, but that was the key. That was the key. That was key. Hey, make sure y'all hitting the like button when y'all come up in here too, man. Appreciate that. But that was the key. You get the right quarterback in place, everything changed. The Bengals were a perennial playoff team when Andy Dalton never won a playoff game. Always got knocked out the first round. Even won the division a couple times. Same thing with Carson Palmer. They went to the playoffs. Never got knocked out the first round. Never got past the first round. They get Joe Burrow. Go to the Super Bowl his first time in the playoffs. Second year in the league. He in the Super Bowl. I bet Jamar Chase, like, the NFL is easy. LSU, I win a national championship. We run through everybody. I come in as a rookie in the NFL. We go straight to the Super Bowl. He was out there routing up. Jamar Chase out there routing receivers. Like, I think Jamar Chase, maybe not this year, but next year, I think Jamar Chase is going to be the best receiver in the league. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of this season you like Jamar Chase the best receiver in the league. I think by next year, by year 3, he's going to be the best receiver in this league. Jamar Chase is a problem. He's a problem. The only thing, though, is even though I say that, I watch back and I'll be like, I really don't know who better him is Justin Jefferson. Because he a problem, too. Like, those guys are absolute problems. Like, we talk about the LSU is DBU. They got some receivers. And like I said, I think, but I'm gonna give the pass and the edge to Jamar Chase. Me personally, I'm gonna give the edge to Jamar Chase. But Justin Jefferson is a problem as well. And when you watch those guys play, those guys be problems. So I know that had a lot to do with as well. But not to go off on too big of a tangent. But when you get the right quarterback in place, you see exactly what happens. Low key, I think we could win 5. I think that's what I had 5 to 6. I had 5 to 6. Yeah, Project. I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna fall in the check. I think I seen Ray and them was in the chat already. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna fall in. I feel like if we had Watson the year we would. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, you almost made you. I mean, you almost made it to the Super Bowl. Well, not made the Super Bowl, but you almost beat the Ravens with a rookie quarterback, a third string rookie quarterback who threw 4 picks in a playoff game, and you almost beat them. So yeah, I definitely think with a talent like Deshaun, getting the ball to Andre Johnson would have been easy money. Tell him spend his day. They don't know what that star about. They don't. Yeah. Texas is the home of the players to play it. Showing Nicky ass in the great state of Texas. Third course born, but we was Texas raised. Texas mother. That's why I stay. Yeah, yeah. They don't know about that, man. They don't know about that. They don't know about that. Texans go 1-8. Damn, that's a little harsh, ain't it? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think the Texans are the worst team in the league, like everybody saying it is. Like all the power records got us 32. I think I seen one power record that has 31. Appreciate that. But all power rankings guys 32. All the mock drafts guys having the first pick in the draft and taking CJ Stroud. I like the fact that they have us taking CJ Stroud. But I don't think the Texans are going to be the worst team in the league. I don't. I don't think they're going to be the worst team in the league. I don't think they're going to be good. I don't think they're going to be the worst team in the league though. That's what you say. Now, that I think that would have been too on the nose if we would have played them like if we would have played them on the if we would have played them at 4 o'clock. But they definitely did that fold. They definitely did that fold on purpose. They definitely did that. I mean, only thing I mean that's somehow out of their control is if week 4 would have had a 4 Sunday on it. Like if week 4 would have been like that, then that like that that would be definitely on the nose. I think they're gonna go after. I think that's who they're gonna go after. I definitely. I think that's part of the reason why you bring in Michi. Yeah, I don't like the. I don't like the fact that we got that buy. I don't like the fact that we had that buy. I don't like early buys. I like my buys to be in the middle of the season, week 8, week 9, week 10. I don't want no late buy like week because I think now they do buys like week 13 and week 14. I don't want no late buy like that. But give me a buy in the middle of the season, like I used to for a couple of years we would have the buy smack dab in the middle of the season 8 games by 8 games. That's the perfect scenario. That's the perfect case. But they don't. I mean, you can have 8 games then buy, but you're gonna have 9 games in the back end, or vice versa. Have 9 games buy 8 games. That's cool. I'm not tripping with that. I'm not tripping with that. But the fact that you got 5 games, you playing 5 games, then a buy. Now you got 12 straight weeks. The only thing about that is, okay, now you're going to 12 straight weeks of uninterrupted football. That's cool from that type from a viewership standpoint, but from a viewership standpoint, but nah, I don't I don't I don't I don't like the bye being that early. I really don't. You know what? I said that when he was with the Titans. I didn't like the fact that I didn't like the fact that he signed the contract with the Titans. I'm like, man, because of Vrabel, I'm like, I can see him being over there and staying there to be a DB's coach. I could. But they end up cutting him mid-season. I know he ended up finished out the season in Arizona. Now we see he's back. I mean, he announced the Jalen Petrie draft pick. I know he was there during the Lovie Smith induction. I don't know if he was there. I know Andre was in the building shaking their hands. I think he's gonna be around. I think Lovey gonna put some input. I think Lovey will definitely have some input in that. And maybe I mean obviously not this year, but maybe next year, the year after, maybe he could potentially be maybe maybe he potentially could end up being a DB coach or cornerbacks coach, something like that. And I definitely think he has a lot to give. I think he has a lot to give. And I would love him to be a DB coach. I want them to bring Cushion back. I think Cushion. I think Cushion has something to offer as well. I think Cushion has something to offer as well. So I definitely want them to bring those guys back. Definitely, most definitely want them to bring those guys back. Time I like something text page was if they was dealing cooks. Oh, dealing with cooks. Okay. Yeah, like I mean, like I was just completely out of it. I was completely plugged out of it. Like I really didn't like I didn't like it. It was funny. I think going into training camp last year, like when they had the little things where like they had like the little board outside and like the Texan players would come out there and talk with like and like answer like the question off the board. I think one of them they was talking. It was one about food. Because they were talking about like one of these had to go, and it was like a tray, like it was a fruit tray, or it was a veggie tray. It was brisket. It was tacos. It was sausage. It was hamburgers. Talking about like one of them gotta go for your tailgate, and like what you call it said. Uh, Actually, I gotta give. No, it wasn't Davis Mills. It was Tommy Fairbairn. He said anybody that said veggies they lying, and then uh, right after that, David Johnson come out there and said the ribs and ribs, and then talking about veggies. He wanted the veggies. And that right there is what I already knew that I didn't want David Johnson. But that right there, I'm like, if it was up to me, if it was up to me, David Johnson would have got cut right there. You were in the state of Texas. And they up here talking about tailgate with football. They got tacos, which is cool. They got ribs already. They had brisket. Okay. They had sausage. They had hamburgers. And they had a veggie tray. And you said the ribs, the sausage, and the veggie tray stays. You were in the state of Texas and you talking about you want veggie trays for a tailgate? He should have been cut. I mean, David Cullen should have walked his happy tail down there right there as soon as he seen that video in front of everybody and said, you know what, David, we gotta cut you. We gotta cut you. You cannot walk around with a jersey that says Texans on it, a jersey that says Houston on it, representing the state and the city, and talk about you want veggie trays as a tailgate. That's absurd. It is against all policies. I don't care what nobody says. That's against all policies. You cannot sit up here and say that. There's no rhyme or reason why you should have veggie trays and a tailgate. I don't know who put it up there. It had to be a troll job. They just throwing it up there. But he took the bait. Out of all the things, he took the bait. That was the only thing last year that I chuckled and laughed at. I didn't like the video. But I chuckled and laughed at it because then right after that, I think Brandon Dunn was talking about I'll take everything but the veggie trays. And it was funny the way he said it. I chuckled and laughed at it. That was the only thing that I liked last year. And like I said, but I didn't actually like the post. But once again, I'm sorry I went off on a tangent. But it's just true. If I can't believe that was I know shout out to my boy Honcho. I know the other day Honcho was talking about Tyus Howard up there talking about Krispy Kreme is better than Shipley's, and that's absurd as well. Ain't no donuts better than Shipley's. That's absurd. But they not from the state of Texas. So they don't really, him and Larry Tunsil don't understand the dynamic, even though they've been in Houston long enough, they don't understand the Shipley's. Maybe they went to a regular Shipley's. I don't know. But they don't understand the Shipley's. I don't care where you from. You gotta understand, ain't no way veggie trays belong with tailgating. I don't care if you a vegan or if you're vegetarian. I don't care. Even they know that veggie trays don't belong on tailgates. Everybody knows this. So for you to say that you want the veggie tray makes absolutely no sense. I don't understand. I don't get it. I do get it. He should have been cut immediately. That moment. I don't care what you have done on the football field. That right there deserves you being cut. When you play for the state of Texas, take that up to Buffalo. Take that up to California, where they very health conscious. Go play with the Rams. Go play with the Chargers. Go play with the 49ers. Go play with the Vegas Raiders. Go play in Seattle. Take that over there on the West Coast, because they like very health conscious over there. Let them have veggie trays on their tailgate. Let them do that. You don't bring that here in Texas. We don't allow that. We don't want no parts of veggie trays when it comes to tailgate. Like, we don't even have vegetables when it comes to tailgate unless we barbecue and corn. Like, we don't do that. Like, we don't do that. The closest thing you're gonna have to a vegetable when it comes to barbecue and tailgate is gonna be some potato salad. That's gonna be it. And we gotta watch who make the potato salad. And we all know we can't. Everybody don't just eat everybody potato salad. That's it. So to say here and say you on the veggie tray makes absolutely no sense. I'm sorry I went off on a tangent, but I'm sorry I did. But I just had to bring that up, because that right there just struck a nerve. So I definitely had to bring that up. You need me to calm down, Trill? Why? I'm just saying that it really struck a nerve, man. It really did. It struck a nerve. It struck a nerve, and it just brought back. It struck a nerve, and him bringing up the comment talking about stuff that he liked last year. It just struck a nerve. Like, when I had to think about it, let it replay in my head. If we lose to the Browns, if you lose to the Browns, you eat 4 veggie trays. You know what? That's it. When we tailgate, we gonna bring out the veggie tray, and whoever has the worst take got to eat the veggie tray. That's it. Exactly. Yes. David Johnson not invited to no Texan parties. Exactly. No Houston parties. Exactly. Veggie tray unforgivable. Exactly. Veggie tray is unforgivable. Ain't nobody showing up to a David Johnson tailgate. Exactly. Ain't nobody as soon as David Johnson says I'm a tailgate, ain't nobody showing up. Ain't nobody going to his truck. Ain't nobody. Man, David Johnson got the best tailgate out there. He got the best trailer. He got the TV. He got the AC. Got everything. Got all the cold beers. Everything. Ain't nobody going to his tailgate, because you know why? He gonna have veggie trays, and we all know that veggie trays don't belong on tailgates. We all know this. Tons of green bread. Oh, fix the offensive line. Yeah, it will. Yeah, I think the offensive line definitely is going to be way more improved. Talk about some football. The offensive line definitely going to be way more improved this season. That's why I think the ground game is going to be improved as well. I mean, you had to. I mean, it can't go nowhere. Do worse than from right here. You gotta go up. Can't go nowhere but up. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, you can't go nowhere but up, because like, it was the worst rushing attack in franchise history. The absolutely worst rushing attack in franchise history. So you can't go nowhere but up. You absolutely can't. So if we go after Bryce Young, are we keeping Mills as a backup? I think that's what Mills actually serves. I don't think Mills is going to stay as a backup, but that's actually what Mills act like that. I believe that's what Mills really is, but they probably won't keep Mills as a backup. They probably end up like cutting him, or I could definitely cut him. Now the thing is, this is the thing, because this is the thing that I don't know because this is David Mills' shot right here this season. But what if he's so-so? Like, if he's so-so, not good, but not bad. If he's so-so, like Ryan Fitzpatrick was so-so. He wasn't bad. He wasn't good, but he wasn't bad. Went 9-7. But the thing is, you knew Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't the guy. Like, I mean, you knew Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't the guy. Even though I know he did end up getting benched mid-season, but Ryan Fitzpatrick wasn't bad. Brian Hoyer, the same thing. Brian was bad in that playoff game. I know he got benched the first half of week 1 and then he came back, and he had a lot of injuries and stuff like that. So maybe he's a bad example. But if he's not good but not bad, but he's okay, do you? I know what I want to do because that right there tells me okay, he is what I think he is, just okay. He's not going to be the guy to get home. But what do the Texas organization does themselves? That's something I don't know. But I think if they in position to get Bryce Young, they probably would because I think, like I say, I think they are. I think that's why they drafted Michi is basically to I think that's why they drafted Michi is to definitely to transition so he could have somebody to throw to, somebody that, like I say, Michi was his number one most reliable receiver at Alabama. Like that was his security blanket. When you watch the tape last year, that was his security blanket last year. I know Wichita win the first round. He was more dynamic. I think if Michi doesn't get hurt, Michi probably ends up being the first round pick actually. To be honest, I think his ACL injury, it being so late, is what held him back. He don't know. I think Wichita got hurt in the national championship game too, but I don't know exactly what his injury was. It might. I don't think it was it ACL. I don't remember what it was. If Davis can be Andy Dalton, I say we keep him. Why? Why? So you can lose every round. So you can lose every in the first round. Like I just said, and Andy Dalton was not a bad quarterback. The Bengals went to the playoffs quite a lot with Andy Dalton. I think maybe Andy Dalton might have only missed the playoffs maybe twice in his career in Cincinnati. His rookie year made the playoffs. Second year made the playoffs. Third year they won the division. I know at one point in time they was like 8-0 in the Texans. Like when we beat them Monday Night Football, like the Texans beat them. Like they was 8-0. Like the Bengals under Andy Dalton and AJ Green was a good combination as far as getting wins and getting to the playoffs. But it didn't amount to anything. Once they got rid of Andy Dalton, they bottomed out, got the number one overall pick, and replaced Andy Dalton and AJ Green with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They automatically go to a Super Bowl, which is the first time they win a playoff game since 1990, and the first time they made the Super Bowl was that did they make the no? I think the Super Bowl was in 90. It was in 89 or 88, 88 or 89, one of the two. Last time they made Super Bowl before this year. Like no, you make the right. You make the right decision. Like you make the right decision. You always upgrade and you put yourself in a better position to win. It's just point blank. Yeah, he did get paid in Buffalo, like man. So did Tyrod Taylor. Like, Buffalo has thrown bad money at backup quarterbacks. We have known this, but yeah, but I mean, like, but what I'm saying is, like, and like I said, it is. I think the reason why Fitzpatrick did last in Houston was because of his. I say if Fitzpatrick had the exact same season, and say he was like only been in the league 2 or 3 years, I think Davis Mills. I think that Fitzpatrick probably would have been the quarterback the following year. Instead of bringing back Ryan Mallett, you bring back Fitzpatrick. Remember, Fitzpatrick breaks his leg against the Colts at Indianapolis. Was it week 14? Yeah, it was week 14. Tom Savage goes in, finishes out the game, tears ACL, and then you go get Case Keenum out the tree. You beat the Ravens, and then you beat the Jags. So that's 17, 16. So actually week 15. So it was week 15. He tears he tears his ACL week 15 against the Colts. So and like you and Ryan Mallett tore his pec with 2 weeks prior. And Ryan Mallett only played a game and a half. Ryan Mallett played he started against Cleveland after the bye week, then played the game against the Bengals, and that's where he tore his pec. So, so after those 2 games, you bring back Ryan Mallett because of the age factor. You bring back. I think Ron Fitzpatrick gets brought back if he's younger. I think that's the reason why you didn't bring Ron Fitzpatrick back because of his age. If David, because if, because if Mills can be Andy Dalton, he could build up his trade value because oh here you go. If he fell his trade value, something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can, you definitely can like trade him out if and actually that might be the thing. If he is okay, if he's okay, and they go out there and they draft Stroud, they draft Bryce Young. Obviously, you draft the first round quarterback. That's going to be the guy. And you let Mills play well in the preseason, then you can build up his trade value. You definitely can. You can build up his trade value. And we've seen. I mean, we don't know if it was Bill Belichick or if it was Nick Casario, but the Patriots flip quarterbacks a lot. Matt Castle, uh, Matt Castle, Ryan Mallett, Jacoby Brissett, um, Jimmy Garoppolo. Like they flip quarterbacks a lot. Now the person they got the most capital for was Jimmy Garoppolo, but they flip quarterbacks a lot in their organization. So I could definitely see. I mean, like I said, I mean, Matt Castle. They flipped Matt Castle after one season. After he had one season when Brady tears ACL, basically, Jacoby Brissett gets flipped because of 2 games. Say like I said, same thing with Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, Wichita didn't get Wichita got flipped without even playing. Ron Mallett, well, he playing, he got flipped for low capital, but he got flipped without even playing. So there is that. But I definitely think if he plays good enough to actually look like something, they definitely could flip him around. They definitely could. Prime Dre, Andre, my favorite player. But we talk about a play on this roster. If we had somebody be like Dre and somebody be like JJ, I probably would want somebody to be like JJ, be a defensive player of the year type caliber player. But definitely, obviously, I mean Dre my favorite athlete of all time. So I'm gonna pick Dre over everything. Like, I'd rather see a prime Andre than anybody. Who do you like better for the Texans, youngster? If Davis Mills looks good and you don't need to draft a quarterback, then you go after Will Anderson. Like I said, the best case scenario really is if Davis Mills is the guy, because if Davis Mills is the guy, you got a lot of draft capital for the next couple of years, and you can be able to replenish this team like that and actually make yourself a legitimate contender. I think the Texans can be a powerhouse if the Texans don't have to draft they don't have to draft a quarterback. They don't have to draft a quarterback with those picks. Don't have to move up to go get a quarterback, especially because I think even if the Texans have like the first pick in the draft, and or the first or the second pick in the draft, and they don't have to jump up to get their quarterback. They can draft a quarterback with one pick. They still can draft a quarterback and then still get key players. But if they don't have to draft a quarterback, that's 2 players with the first rounds. That's 2 players in the following first rounds. Now you could jump back and move around, move all type of things around, get other draft capital, do a lot of other stuff. And the way Nick drafted this year, on paper, I know it's just on paper. The way Nick drafted this year, I like what I see from his drafting, the way I think he could draft going to the future. Now again, these guys ain't touched no actual NFL field. They touch a practice field today, first time ever. We have to see months down the line, years down the line as well, what they do on actual NFL game. But I like what I see so far. This year, if you're talking about sticking to the playoffs this year, I mean, I don't think I think the AFC South is not. I think it's going back to being the bad division. Uh, I think the Colts are going to win it by default. To be honest, 'cause I think the Titans are going down. I'm not a huge fan of Jacksonville, and I just think the Colts just happen to be the better team. I just think that they'll win it by default. But I think it's going to be another like nine and I got no more 9-7s, but like that type of nine wins will get you into the playoffs. I think the Texans can win. Uh, like realistically, I think the Texans can win 5 to 6 games. So that's a 4 to 3 game difference, and I had them losing to the Colts twice. So like if they split, let alone win both of those games, that one that eliminates the Colts, and that gives you 2 wins. So they take you from 6 to 8. Now the game against Jackson, I basically win your divisional games. You have 6 divisional games. If you can, if the Texans win four, 4 to 5 of those divisional games, they can get to the playoffs. That's all they gotta do. That is it. Because this division, I don't think you gotta win. You ain't gotta have 13 wins to win this division. If Mills can be okay, he would need to. Yeah. I don't really see Watson and Bryce Young, but I definitely Bryce Young does has an it factor. He has an it factor about him that okay, I think this guy can lead us. Yeah, I don't think Williamson gonna make it out the top three. I mean, I definitely think he might be the second play pick. I think he'll be. I actually think next year it'll be Stroud, Will Anderson, and Bryce Young. Just off of what I'm thinking about right now, I think that CJ Stroud will go before Bryce Young because of his physical stature. We'll have to see how the season break out, but because of his physical stature, he's a bigger, stronger arm quarterback. I definitely think that people would definitely take him, and he will go number 1 over Bryce Young. But hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all the super chat love. I appreciate y'all kicking and rocking with me on Friday, man. It's 9:30. I wasn't planning on being here this long. I've been on here for over an hour. I appreciate all the super chat love. Everybody who donated the super chat, I appreciate all that. Appreciate the love. Appreciate all y'all coming in. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the comments. Great conversation. You know, I went my little mini rant when it came to the veggie trays. Somebody might post me going off on veggie trays, but like I said, man, appreciate that. Appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, y'all say y'all want the lives. Y'all say y'all like the lives. Y'all say y'all like the content. Y'all been asking me for years. Spence, when you gonna start doing lives, man? When you gonna start doing lives? Hey, Spence, bro, you need to do some lives. Y'all been asking me for years. I'm starting to do the lives now, and y'all following through. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all love y'all show me. Y'all show me love every single time I shoot a live. Like I said, hey, if you haven't already, go check out my video that I did about Damian Pierce. Go check that video out. Got another video coming very soon as well. I'm constantly gonna continue to bring y'all the content so y'all have something to watch, man. So, hey, y'all just keep supporting the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment on them videos. Hey, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.